emotionally, it's like a huge release. I just let any kind of stresses or worries or concerns, I just hand them to the sea, and the sea just washes them away. It's a very therapeutic process. So it's a very selfish one, because it's not actually about the painting or anything. It's actually about me getting a huge release and a great therapy from the sea. I can laugh in the sea, I can play with the waves, I can howl my head off and cry and, be looking to the horizon and no one will know. And it's just immensely purifying. I think it's something I've done when I lived in Shetland, because you're surrounded by the sea. So that would have been 99 when I did the sort of foundation type course. You're always close to the sea up there, so it was an obvious choice. But I've always been drawn to the sea anyway, since, as a young child. That first memory of my father taking me paddling in the sea in Dubai. So it's something that's been with me for a long time. But actually painting with the sea, that came during my degree in 2013. So I decided I wanted to work outdoors. I didn't want to work from photographs because I wanted to catch the energy of the sea. Its life and its movement. And there's just no replacement to do it on plein air, as they say, outdoors. And so I packed up my bag and went to a beach nearby and spent the afternoon there. And it was during that afternoon that I really connected more with the sea, and that's when I started to I was sitting on the shoreline all nice and dry and everything, and actually my pastels tin, I tipped it over, and the colours that I'd chosen to take with me were the same colours as the pebbles on the beach, and I struggled to find all the pastels, so they got all lost in pebbles. So then I began to feel very connected with the environment that I was sitting in. And as I was drawing the sea, I thought, I want to get closer to those waves, So I went down to the shoreline, and it was just as I sort of squatted down next to the waves, that I saw the waves coming, and it just seemed almost like a natural instinct to grab it with my hand and use my fingers to paint, or draw with the charcoal and the paint. So it was just like it was just almost instinctive. In some ways, it's a similar moment. It's almost a physical sensation, actually, because when something just feels right and it clicks into place. It's like during meditation, and if I'm meditating and I hit a moment of absolute one, just absolute peace. It's not euphoric, it's not immensely happy, it's not it's not profound, it's just a moment of like zero. And I think that's the same feeling that I get when I know a piece of work is finished. But at the same time, there's that like compulsion to, because I enjoy it, there's that compulsion to keep going. And so it really takes a lot of discipline, I think, to stop and know when it's done. I think there's an element of sadness, actually, when I've finished a piece of work, because I'm connecting with it. I'm producing something from something that I absolutely love and that's so vitally important to me. But at the same time, the feedback that I get from people who've received a painting from me, especially now with the little bottles of seawater that I gift with the painting, is really beautiful. The things that how it's making them feel is a really beautiful and very humbling feeling for me as well. So that helps take the loss away of letting the painting go.